Welcome to Divine Love Tarot. I want to thank you and welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or you return viewer or subscriber. I hope that this message resonates and helps you in some way. If you find that it doesn't, just keep in mind that this is a general reading and they do not resonate for everyone. And you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, or even your Venus sign, because sometimes those are more prominent in your chart. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your April 2019 singles reading. Okay, so you're not dating anyone. You want to know who's coming towards you. You met someone. You want to know what the situation is. You want to know what the vibe is. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on for this month. All right, the first card is going to represent your current energy, okay? What you're currently dealing with. Let me just shuffle a little bit more. Sorry, guys. Sagittarius, what's going on with you right now? All right, so you're currently dealing with the Knight of Cups energy in the reverse, okay? Next card represents what's challenging you, okay? Or crossing that energy. Sorry, these cards are a little bit bigger than I'm used to. We've got the Page of Wands energy also in the reverse. All right, next card represents past energies that you may be dealing with. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Next card represents the person that you may be dealing with or who may be coming towards you, their energy. We've got the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles, I should say, in the reverse. Damn, Sagittarius, what's going on? Next card represents what it is that you want. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Next card represents internal factors, what you're dealing with. And this could be consciously or subconsciously. And we've got the Star card. Okay, what's motivating you? Next card represents your advice for this reading. Got the Empress. Right. Next card represents external factors. King of Wands. And the next card represents possible outcome. We've got the Hermit. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the clarifiers right now just to see if we can get a clearer picture from the start. And then at the end of this reading, I'm going to pull a Romance Angel Oracle card. All right. Okay, Sagittarius. What is going on? What is going on? All right. First card we've got to clarify this Knight of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, with this Page of Wands in the reverse, we've got the the Emperor in reverse. Past issues, Three of Wands in the reverse. The person that you're dealing with, we've got the Two of Pentacles on top of the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. What you want, and we've got the Hanged Man. Okay, internal factors, we've got the Sun card in reverse. External factors, Jesus, we've got the Temperance card, and for the possible outcome, we've got the Five of Cups in the reverse. What a story to tell. All right, so first we're starting off with this Knight of Cups energy. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups, but we've also got the Four of Pentacles here. So the Knight of Cups is in the reverse. What is that saying to us? Well, someone's being fake, okay? Someone's being fake. Someone's not being who they seem to be. All right, this is possibly someone that you let your guard down for. For others, though, this may be the energy that you're giving off, okay? And it may be that you need to be a little bit more vulnerable, okay? So, again, you'll know what resonates with you. You'll know if you're dealing with someone who's just trying to seduce you, whose intentions are not that great. All right, someone who's trying to get you to open up to them more. But for some of you, I feel like this fakeness is the energy that you're giving off, and that in order to negate that fakeness, you're going to have to open up a little bit more and show more of your true self versus this, person that's coming out. Whatever it is that you're showing right now is not the true you. Okay. For some of you, there's just some type of distraction, okay? But at the end of the day, you still need to open up. You still need to show more of who you are. You still need to let go of fear, okay? Let go of operating from a place of fear or operating from a place of feeling like, things aren't going to happen, okay? For some of you, this Four of Pentacles in the reverse can indicate where there's just some obstacles, okay? There's some stagnation. There's a lack of energy flowing. There's a lack of movement when the pentacles are in reverse, okay? So for some of you, there's a level of frustration here, okay? And I'm feeling a level of frustration in this reading. Frustration coming from you and frustration also coming from the person that you are dealing with, okay? What is the challenge? What is it that's challenging you or crossing you right now? Again, we've got the Page of Wands here. So the Page of Wands is in reverse, which talks about your confidence, okay? You're not confident, and you're not, it's a lack of confidence, and it's also dealing with emotional imbalances, okay? With the Emperor, it's that lack of being reliable. For some of you, this is the energy of someone that you're dealing with, okay? This person, they're not in balance right now, okay? They're not in harmony with themselves. They're saying one thing, they're doing something else. They're following through with a whole complete thing. So some of you are dealing with someone who is not, someone that you're not able to count on. The challenge for some of you is that this is you, okay? And I feel like, again, you'll know with this reading, are you the person that's unreliable? Are you the person that can't be counted on because you're not really being yourself? Or are you dealing with someone who is unreliable and can't be counted on because they're not being true to themselves, okay? All right, past issues that you're dealing with that you need to kind of heal, get over with, that's affecting you now. We've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So there was a situation that you may have been in the past that was severely unfair, okay? Where one person, it was their way or no way at all, okay? And for some of you, you stayed in that situation with this Three of Wands for so long because it was safe, okay? You knew the person, you knew who you were dealing with, and even though it wasn't fair, and even though they were controlling or had to have everything their way, it was, for some of you, it was like, not even just having it their way, you got nothing out of that relationship, okay? But you stayed because there was nothing better, right? You stayed because you didn't want to not be in a relationship, so you put up with whatever it was that came. The situation that left you feeling insecure, right? Left you feeling maybe having to create this false self, right, to be able to sustain being in a situation that was so unfair and so unbalanced, which is why right now, okay, what you're projecting is that same false self, that same self that you created to cope, but that's not really the real you, okay? So for some of you, that's the issue that's following you. That is, this thing from before that basically had you operating from a place of lack. It's like, well, I don't want to not be in a relationship, or I don't want to have these things, or I don't know if I can be alone, so I'm going to stay in this situation. But, the situation was very unfair, okay? And so now you built this kind of wall. You've built this thing, this coat, this armor, right, to help you deal with that. But there's no one that you need to protect yourself from, or people can't get to you now because you've got this force field around you. Okay, so people might be bouncing off of the force field because it's like you're smiling like, yeah, come in, but then when they try to get close, you've got this force field. Okay, and listen, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I'm picturing in my mind, and I see this person smiling like, "Hey, look at me. I'm friendly. Don't you like me?" And then for some reason, you know, spiritually this person doesn't understand why they can't get close. It just keeps on kind of like, eh, like they just kind of bounce off of it, like how sometimes when you have those fly zappers, you know, when the fly gets to a certain distance, it zaps them and they just fall out and you never see it coming. I'm going too far. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's move on to this person that you may be dealing with, okay? They're also dealing with some frustrations. I think they're also at a point where they don't want to be in a situation that they're carrying all the weight. They don't want to be responsible. With the Seven of Coins in reverse, they've hit their wall of frustration with putting effort into situations that don't pan out. So right now they're trying to regain their equilibrium with this Two of Pentacles. Okay, they're trying to work on the harmony in their situation. Okay, excuse me. So if you've had a situation where maybe this person is unreliable or maybe you want to count on this person, well, they're not quite there yet because they're still trying to regain their balance from being either a person that took on too much in relationships, that took on too much of other people's shit, other people's energy, other people's problems, and it left them kind of depleted, or this person right now, they're just not trying to be there. They don't want that responsibility of being there for someone because they know that they're working on their own harmony. So they don't want to be a person that lets anyone down because they know that they've got some things that they need to work on. All right. What is it that you want, Sagittarius? You want love. You want emotions. You want affection. You've got the Hanged Man. Okay. So some of you, there's a water sign that you are wanting. For some of you, this could be a Pisces. For others of you, though, you just want the romance. Okay. You want the connection. The Hanged Man is a person who's very pure with their intentions, very pure in their heart. Okay, they believe in like that true romance, right? So you want that romance and that affection. What's going on internally? Well, some of you are manifesting a soulmate, okay? You're holding out for a soulmate. You want your soulmate. Others of you are working on your confidence. You're working on building yourself up. You're working on solidifying your internal reserves, okay? You're working on getting rid of this negative energy from the past, from this relationship that left you nothing, okay? But it's taking a minute, okay? It's not happening instantaneously, okay? So you're starting to doubt that you're ever going to get out of this, or you're not sure if this soulmate is coming. It's like, even though you've got big things that you're working on, you've got big healing, you've got big love that you're trying to bring in, underneath that all is a little bit of worry, but it's the Sun card. So the Sun card is so positive that even when it's in reverse, it's like, this energy is just temporary. It's like, oh, today I'm worried about it, but then tomorrow you're good. It's like, yeah, I know that I'm pulling in something big. Your advice, Sagittarius, is the Empress. Nurture yourself, okay? Nurture yourself, love yourself. Be that person that is so attractive that people can't help. Be that person that there is no force field that can keep people away from you, okay? The Empress is also about not accepting anything that doesn't leave you feeling like the Empress, okay? Not accepting any type of relationship or not entertaining people who are not reliable, people who don't adore you, people who don't treat you like the special soul that you are, okay? And so when you embody that energy of the Empress, the fakes will fall away, the phonies will fall away. People will have to step their game up because you know your worth and you know how high your value is, and they'll realize it and they'll be willing to do whatever they can to get that or to have you and to maintain that relationship with you. They won't be coming with this half-assed take it or leave it type stuff because they're sensing that energy of I stay in situations that don't work for me, okay? Now, external factors. A little bit more about who may be looking at you or who you're dealing with or where you're headed as far as we've got the King of Wands. Okay, so this could be a Sagittarius or a Scorpio. The King of Wands does represent a fire sign, but if you get into it, into the what do you call it? The cusp factor in astrology, it's on the Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. So in case that wasn't clear for you, we have Temperance here to let you know. No, it's a Sagittarius for some of you. Definitely a Sagittarius. But definitely someone who is very confident, someone who is very passionate, someone who is very spontaneous, someone who's also working on harmony. So I kind of have a feeling it is still this person who's coming towards you, or this person you're dealing with, because that need to balance themselves and that need to find harmony is still running through there, okay? So once they do regain that balance, you see that they become the King of Wands, okay? That's who they are. That's who they were born to be. So this temporary frustration, this temporary issue, they're on the right path, okay? So everything that you're worrying about or stressing about is temporary. For the month of April, the possible outcome, we've got the Hermit. Okay, so for some of you, this could be a Virgo. For some of you, you'll be reconciling with a Virgo. For others of you, the Hermit is just about contemplation. All right, it's really about you digging deep, you know, taking that quiet time with yourself and really, you know, focusing on what you want, you know, as far as your love and what kind of relationship you want. Some of you will, you know, be able to see things, see all the good that you have, all the good that you have to give versus focusing on your disappointments. And then others of you, once you take that time, you realize that there is someone that you want to reconcile with, okay? So, Sag, that's your reading, okay? I think that, you know, some of you are headed in the right direction. There's just some things that you gotta, you know, shake off, okay? Let me go ahead and pull this Romance Angels Oracle card for the final message so we can wrap up this video. All right? Okay. All right. So the Romance Angels are saying that this is your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I mean, if I could make this shit up, man, I don't even know. So let's go ahead. Let me see what the bottom of the deck is saying. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles in reverse is here, asking you to be a little bit more vulnerable. Let down that guard, that fake armor that you have up so that people can come near you, especially if this person is your soulmate. Okay, so you chose this card because you wonder if a certain person is your soulmate, and the answer is yes. As we all do, you have many soulmates, beings with whom you share a mystical soul connection and life path. Soulmates incarnate with the plan of coming together for mutual spiritual and personal growth. As you suspected, the person you're inquiring about is one of yours. That sense of familiarity and comfort you felt when you first met also indicates your soulmate bond. This card sometimes comes to those who ask, when will I meet my soulmate, or will I ever meet my soulmate, as validation that this will occur. Many times this is a person whom you already know. Although romantic sparks didn't fly at first, you'll have another opportunity to explore passion together. Okay, Sagittarius, so for some of you, you know, you're wondering, could this person really be my soulmate, this unreliable person? For some of you, the answer is yes. For some of you, if you are that unreliable person, if you're that person with the fake energy, if you're the one that has this, like, you know, ring around you that's keeping people out, the person's still your soulmate. They're a little bit frustrated, but, you know, there's frustration on both ends. And I think just continuing to work on yourself, right? Work on resolving your issues. Work on becoming your own soulmate. You're the soulmate, right? So once you work on that, you definitely attract that other part of you, that other person. For some of you and some of us, a soulmate experience, you know, there's different levels of soulmate experience. You know, that's a whole nother video, but soulmates are definitely someone that you learn lessons with. okay, that you are meant to meet and meant to have a relationship with, whether it's for long term or whether it's just something that teaches you a lesson along the way, okay? So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys, okay? You guys have been kind of quiet lately. I don't know what's going on with that. So feel free to contact me in my emails or via comment. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, all right? And I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Sagittarius.